everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Thank y'all for tuning in to another Invest Brand Podshow for today. This is officially episode number 4. And before I get started, man, grand rising to all my investors of self out there, man. Hopefully everybody had a great week. This is the start of the week, so I'm just gonna give y'all something so y'all can be able to take with y'all for the rest of the week. Today's show we're gonna be talking about is entrepreneur's innovation, which is very important, especially when you an entrepreneur and you running the business. You have to innovate your business at times so you can continue to be consistent and be able to be in business and what have you. So it's very important to be able to innovate your business. But before I get into the topic at hand for today, how is everybody doing, man? If you haven't already, went to investbrand.com. That's investbrand.com and went over there, signed up, and been part of our journey, man. It's very important to be part of the Invest Brand journey because this is for y'all, man. When you become part of our journey, you become part of the brand, and the brand is for y'all. So anything y'all need, anything y'all want, y'all can leave us a message, a comment, what have you, because you part of the group. We consider you one of our investors of self. So once you go to the site, sign up, become part of our journey, get 10% off. Definitely get 10% off or what have you. So it's very, very important, man. Definitely get your motivational merch. Get your motivational merch because this is what we do, man. We are investing in motivating you. So when you get your motivational merch, man, this is something that you can wear every day and wear it with fashion because we are providing you inspirational messages through our streetwear to keep you motivated. And that's what's very important to us, man. We know if we can motivate people, we know we winning, man. That's the investment when it comes to Invest Brand, man, is investing in people and motivating people. So that's what's very important when it comes to us. But before I get into the topic, I'm gonna take this quick commercial break, and I'll definitely be right back. So tap in with me, and while I'm on commercial break, man, go over to Invest Brand. If you're listening to us on Spotify, make sure you go to Invest Brand YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you get notification when a new episode drops. But other than that, everybody, I will be right back. Yep. What's going on to all my entrepreneurs out there, my 9-to-5 workers with side businesses, or people who just want to bet on themselves? What better way than go to Invest Brand? This is what we're here for, man. We are investing, motivating you. That's our main mission, man. Helping you find your why in life. Because when you think about it, a lot of people in this world today don't know their why, don't know what it is, don't know what their purpose is. And this is what Invest Brand was created for, man, to help you get on your path, get on your journey to understanding and knowing your why. So why not come to Invest Brand? Because Invest Brand, we are here daily to motivate you to keep you going through your journey. This is what we invest in. We invest in giving back to the people, helping you stay motivated. Invest Brand was created for you. So go to investbrand.com, subscribe to the journey, because the journey is created for you to be part of, for you to join. Why not come to Invest Brand? Investbrand.com. Go there, get your motivational streetwear so you can stay motivated every day. So when you forget what you're on this mission for, or you forget your purpose, all you gotta do is look down to the shirt and it will give you that reminder of why you are doing it for. Remember, investbrand.com. Welcome back to the Invest Brand Pod Show. Like I said today, we're gonna be talking about is a entrepreneur's innovation. That's what we're gonna be talking about. That's the topic for today. But before I get to it, I added a new segment to the show. It's called Word of the Wise. Word of the Wise. In particular, what that is I'm just gonna give random advice to entrepreneurs. People out there pursuing goals, what have you, something that you can take with you and implement within your business or within your journey of entrepreneurship and what have you. So today, word of the wise is making sure you make sure you make people feel welcome when it comes to your business. Because as entrepreneurs, sometimes we get caught up in our own business of what we want and what we need, but we forget to as what everybody else need, far as our customers, saying people that's within our journey and what have you. Sometimes we neglect them, and they are a very important piece when it comes to our business. So we want to make sure that our customers are very welcome, people that's within your journey, people that's following you, people that support your movement, your brand, whatever you have going. You definitely want to make sure that you make them feel like they part of your brand, right? Because when you open your doors up and you allow people in and you make them feel welcome and part of what you have created, they're gonna do what's best to make sure that your brand, whatever service you have, gonna be able to stick around. Because when you think about it, you really don't need to do a lot because they're gonna go out there and advertise your business for you. Because one thing I can tell you is when people really feel like they have a brand, somebody they can trust, somebody that's relatable to them, they're going to do their best to make sure that everybody know about it, right? Spread the word around and what have you. So that's why it's very important um, to make sure that you make people feel welcome and make sure you let them know this is for them. Give them that type of understanding, like what you have created is for them to come to be able to communicate, to talk, solutions, what have you. So that's what's so major when it comes to building a community and making sure your community is feeling welcome, especially when they part of your brand and what have you. So that's the word of the wise for today. So make sure you running with that. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to the topic at hand. Like I said today, topic we're gonna be talking about is a entrepreneur innovation, and which is so important, man, because you got to look at it when it comes to business, right? Every so many years we have to innovate our business, come up with new business ideas, new goals, and what have you. Because this is a long term. Your business, you create a business model, right? You creating it for the long term, not for the short term, right? So you want to make sure that your whatever you have created, that it's going to be something that people can enjoy. Because when you look at it, man, look at when Nike. I said this, I think in the previous show or one of the shows. Um, you see when Nike created Jordans, right? I don't think that Nike knew Jordans was going to last as long. But as you see, the Jordan brand itself, that Nike makes, right? It's a generational brand, right? It's a generational shoe. It's been passed down generation. They continue to make the same shoe, or it be the same shoe, but they might add color to it, take color off, or what have you. But it's the same shoe. But they making it and they passing down generation, and they still selling out. Soon as they drop, it's selling out. So that's the type of innovation you want for as your business. You want something that you create that that it can last from generation to generation, because a lot of times entrepreneurs build businesses as trends, and we all know trends, they come and go. Trends don't last forever, right? So you don't want to build a business that's just a trend, right? Is in one season, is out next season. You want to build a business that's going to be for the longevity, that's going to be a long term investment, and that's what you see in the back. Invest Brand. Invest Brand is a long term investment. That's why our statement is we more than a brand. We are an investment. More than a brand, it's an investment, right? Because that's what it is. We are investing in motivating people, and motivating people would never go out of style. It's not a trendy thing. Motivating people, because when you look at it, people need motivation. Some people need motivation. We can say probably majority of people that's tapping into entrepreneurship, what have you, need motivation, because we know some days can be better than others. So as an entrepreneur, as Invest Brand, that's what is so important about this brand. We built a concept to the point where we know this is not going to be a trendy thing. This is going to be an investment where people can turn to, you know, any type of motivation that they need, any type of information that they want. This is something that you investing in yourself. This is more than a brand. So Invest Brand, like I said many times, it stands for investing in yourself. So when people come to us and become part of our community, you are investing in yourself, and we want to make sure that you always stay motivated into investing in yourself and what have you. So that's what's important about as a business. You having a brand and what have you. You got to innovate your business, right? Innovate it to the point where the first thing, the number one thing, why it's important to innovate your business with new business ideas is because the number one thing, you want to continue to generate profit, because that's how your business going to continue to run. You got business expenses, you got a lifestyle that you have created for yourself and what have you, and you want to use your business, the money that you make from your business, to be able to start other investments and what have you. So you want to continue to generate profit, because then as you grow as a business, you know you can't do everything by yourself, so you're going to have employees, so you're going to have to pay your employees. So it's a lot of expenses, far as on your business, supplies. As you get bigger, as a brand or service or what have you, you might can scale back a little bit on the marketing because people know who you are now. But at the same time, you still got other expenses, right? Like I said, employees, materials, and what have you. Other little things that come in play when you have a business. And also, you have a lifestyle. You got your own personal expenses that you have. And say if you have a family, family expenses or what have you. So it's things that you want to do. That's why it's so, my bad, guys, to innovate your business, right? With new ideas. And that's comes brainstorming comes in play with that. So, but particularly most people hire a couple people so they can help them brainstorm with new business ideas, so they can be able to make sure their business flourish, right? So that's the first thing that's very important. You want to be able to consistently generate profit for your business, man. And that's very important as an entrepreneur. That's why innovation is key. And the second thing is you got a community. And like I was saying, when you have a community of people that come to you for answers, come to you for information, come to you for motivation, come to you for things that this is why they sign up to be part of your community, because you don't want to continue to feed your community the same stuff, and you're not. And that's why it's so important as an entrepreneur to constantly grow, because as you grow, your community grow. I'm not saying it's got to particularly be growing in numbers far as people, but growing far as ideas, the mindset, the thinking, the process, and what have you, as a community, as a whole, what have you. So that's what's important when it comes to innovating your business with new ideas, because new ideas you come up with, you're going to feed that, you're going to give that to your community, right? Because your community is part of your journey. They are part of your brand. This is what your community is, what keeps your brand alive, because your community is going to go out there and preach the word to people about your brand and what have you, or whatever services you have going on, right? So that's why it's so important to make sure that you are innovating your business, because that's very important, not just the generating a profit, but the people that's part of your community, because your community is everything, right? Your community is the staple in I want to say the community is like the mouthpiece, the mouthpiece of your business, because you don't have, like I said before, you don't have to do a lot of marketing, because if you have a community of support, a community of people that like whatever you have, that you're giving to them, they're going to go out, like I said, they're going to go out there and preach the word to people about your brand, your services, what you got going on. So that's why it's so important that you are you growing as an entrepreneur, so you can be able to feed the community of people new ideas, a new way of thinking or approaching things and what have you, because it's very special when you have a community of people. Is It's a very special moment, right? It don't matter how many people is within that community, because your community gonna always grow, especially when people see and understand what your brand is, your message of your brand, and they feel that your brand is authentic, right? That they it's a brand that they or service that they can trust and what have you. So that's why that's the second thing that's very important when it comes to innovating your business, because like I said, every so many years you're going to innovate your business, because you want to continue to grow. You don't want to become stagnant. As entrepreneur, you want to continue to learn new things. You want to continue. Only way your services, your brand, whatever you got going is going to grow if you grow as an entrepreneur, right? Because you are the brains behind your brand. You are the brains. So your brand, your community is going to go as far as you take them, right? So it's very important that you continue to grow, even though you might have a team of people that's going to help you come up with business idea. But at the end of the day, you're going to be the one to sign off on the ideas that have been generated, that has been created, or what have you. As an entrepreneur, you're going to be the one that makes the final say. So you want to make sure the ideas that you preventing, that you I want to say presenting, right? You want to make sure the ideas that people can really understand, ideas that's going to be something that's going to help your business flourish to the next level and what have you. So that's one of the key things that I wanted to put in there. But the third thing, far as innovation of an entrepreneur, innovating your business, your service, or what have you, is goals, right? Because everybody going to create goals. You're going to constantly create new goals in life, right? Once you accomplish the goals that you set first, right? You're gonna come up with new goals for you to accomplish, because that's the thing about it, man. If you don't have any goals to hit, then you're gonna stay still. You're gonna stay stagnant, because you're not gonna be motivated to do anything, right? You're not gonna be motivated to take your business to the next level. We always going to have new goals. Once you accomplish your first set of goals, you're going to generate more goals, because as you continue to grow as an entrepreneur, as you continue to grow as a brand, as you continue to grow as a business, you're going to come up with new goals to reach, so you can be able to hit the new marks that you have set, right? You're going to come up with steps to make sure you be able to hit that goal. That's what's very, very, very important, man. You want to make sure that your goals is aligned with whatever plan you have put in play, so you can be able to scale your business to the next level. So that's what it is important, man, especially when it comes to innovating, because innovating, you basically just scaling your business. You're scaling your business to the next level, because like I said before, you don't want your brand to turn into a trend where one minute you in, then the next summer you out. You know what I'm saying? You want your business to be long term, and to where people, when they think about whatever field you in, whatever your brand is, what have you, just say, for instance, if people want to think about spirituality, whatever, religion, the word, gospel, to have you, and you got you a gospel brand, you want people, when they thinking about in a long term sense, you know, down the line, generation, when people think about gospel, you want people to think about your brand, right? Even though you have a lot of gospel brands that create gospel, modern gospel, streetwear and what have you, but you want to be the one that people think of, your brand that people think about, you know, when they thinking about the gospel, what have you, right? So that's what is so very important, man. You want to make sure that your goals are something that's aligned to going to be able to take you to that next level far as business, because like I said, goals, you're going to create goals, you're going to achieve goals, you're going to start new goals, right? So that's very important. That's why innovation come along, because when you innovate in your business, you're going to constantly hit your goals because you got plan, you got action steps, and actions put in place to make sure you be able to reach that goal, be able to innovate your business to that next level with business with special business ideas that you have come up with. Because at the end of the day, man, ideas is what's gonna drive your business, right? You got to continue to come up with new ideas because you don't want your brand to be left behind. Because you're gonna, as time changes, as generation gets younger and younger, you're gonna have to innovate your business with new ideas so you can continue to draw the new generation in. Like I said, when I was talking about the Jordans, right? Um, Jordan is just one of them anomaly things. It's solidified, right? Where people like Nike really don't have to do too much. Nike really don't have to make too many. Don't have to make no commercials at all. You when you think about it, Nike ain't really made any Jordan commercials at all like that, right? Because it's a solidified brand. People see that symbol when people all they have to say is release date Jordan and people own it, right? Because that's how effective the business idea was when they created that, right? To be able to sell to generation, right? You have little kids that know about Jordans, right? Little kids know the importance of, okay, I'm seeing with Jordans on, people see me with Jordans on. People, even like I said, little kids know the significance of you being able to get be able to wear a Jordan, a pair of Jordans, or what have you. Little kids know the significance of that, right? So you want to think of your brand as something like that, bringing when you thinking about ideas for your business, what have you. You want to make sure you have ideas that's going to be able to resonate with each generation, right? With each generation, you want to make sure that your ideas can resonate with them because at the end of the day, like I said, this is a long term thing. You don't want your business to fade out before it even get started, right? So that's what I think a lot of entrepreneurs sometimes they don't look at building their business long term. They don't look at the future. They don't look at the long term. They look at the short term, try to get short term gains and what have you, steady reaching out for the long term. Whereas they can constantly come up with business ideas to grow their business. Some entrepreneurs, um, that's probably too much. But for the entrepreneur that wants the longevity, that wants the long term generational growth within a brand, what have you, the long term generated profits, long term community of people, long term of creating new goals to keep you motivated to want to absolutely making you want more out of your brand. Especially that's something that's very important, man. Like I said, man, innovating your business is one thing. As an entrepreneur, that's very very important to do, man. So to all my entrepreneurs out there, man, make sure you evaluate your business, your services, your brand. You know what I'm saying? Look at it. It's nothing wrong with going back, looking at what you have created, making sure everything is straight from starting with your design of your business, your message of your business, your story of your business. It's nothing wrong with going back and looking, making sure everything is good. Sometimes you might want to run across a couple people to make sure it's something that people want to like, people is going to buy and what have you, right? So that's what's very important, man. You don't want to be feel like if you do this, you run your business or your ideas past somebody that is something of you being weak or you don't know what you're doing or what have you. No, that's very important, right? That's very important when you run your business ideas past people that's been in the game, that's been doing this, that may have a brand, that may have two or three brands, what have you. It's good to run your business ideas past people who can give you that feedback that you need, right? for far as your business design, far as your story that you created for your brand, or you know what I'm saying, your message and what have you. So it's good to run it past people that's going to give you honest feedback, right? So innovation of your brand is very, very important. Very important. Make your way over to investbrand.com and get your 10% off. I said 10% off. And also, when you sign up, you become a member of our journey, which we call our Ambassadors of Self. You get exclusive access to our journey. And what you get when you become a member, what's included in that? You get to look at the pod show a day early before anybody. You get weekly motivation, exclusive discounts. You will get demand notification on any new merch that drops on Invest Brand. Anything that's going on, you will get the first notice of it and be able to take advantage of it. And also, when Invest Brand drops the app, you'll definitely be exclusive member of it. You get special discounts, you get special privileges. So it's very, very important that you become part of the Invest Brand journey. So once again, if you wonder how I can become part of the Invest Brand journey and also get your 10%, make your way over to investbrand.com, sign up, and be part of our journey. Invest Brand Podshow. Thank y'all for tuning in for today. Like I said, today's episode was all about innovation. Which, you know, is very important, like I said, to entrepreneurs to go and innovate your business, come up with new business ideas. So that's matter of fact, this is what I want people to do, man. When you evaluate your business, look at everything, come up with some new business ideas, man. If you haven't already, got you a planner or what have you, write down a couple business ideas, man, and put some goals in place so you can be able to reach the new ideas that you have created for your business, because it's very important for us to do housekeeping on our business. You know what I'm saying? Some things that we need to take out, some things we need to clean up. That's very important, man. Do some housekeeping on our business. And that's what I do on a particular basis when it comes to Invest Brand. I do a little housekeeping on my brand. Make sure content, far as the wording, what have you, making sure the wording is correct, and also, you know, do a little housekeeping, make sure that the images that I'm posting, making sure everything look right, from the image of the picture, because like I said, an image speaks 1,000 words. You want to make sure the detail within your image is something that's going to capture the eyes of people. And so before I do anything, you know, I look at the image, making sure it's something that's going to capture the eyes of people, because an image can, like I said, an image can say 1,000 words. It's like I said, an image is a picture of 1,000 words, right? So that's very important to make sure that your content is straight, the wording on it, the language and what have you is the grammar. Might as well say the grammar is correct and what have you. So I do a lot of housekeeping every day when it comes to my brand to make sure everything is right before I put it out there, because it's very important. Because at the end of the day, detail of your brand matters. It matters very much. So that's what's very important. So when it comes, like I said, to Invest Brand, this is an investment long term. So I treat it as one day show. Thank y'all for tuning in. For all my entrepreneurs out there, people pursuing goals, man, people with businesses, what have you. Make sure you innovate your business with new ideas, man. It's very, very important. And also, man, if you haven't already went to investbrand.com and became part of the journey, go ahead, become part of the journey, because the journey was created for you. Investbrand.com. Get your 10% off. And also, man, make your way over to Invest Brand YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the notification bell so you can be notified when a new episode drop. Like I said, man, we here every Monday, Invest Brand new episode. So definitely stay tuned, tune in to the journey, man, because this is going to be a great one. Everybody else, man, we are out of here. Have a great day, man. Yep.